Okay folks, a very good afternoon from Newcastle International Airport. Today it is Saturday the 9th of April. Hope you're all keeping well. We are live on YouTube, so feel free to share the live stream, folks. And yeah. Sorry folks, I'm not sure what's happened there. Just bear with me one second, folks. I might have just had an issue there. Folks, that should be us back online now. Sorry about that. I just have a slight connection issue which we've now solved. So we've got a Jet2 737-800 parked up over there, and KLM's Embraer 190 taxiing along to runway 25, flying to Amsterdam. And there's an interesting story behind KLM's Embraer 190 last night. So the airline, the KLM, Royal Dutch Airlines, they were supposed to operate the Embraer E190, E195 E2. That's one of the newest generation of the Embraer that the airline has. And they were going to operate to Newcastle for the first time yesterday evening. It was scheduled to be Papa Hotel November X-Ray Charlie, it then changed to Papa Hotel November X-Ray Bravo. But then the airline switched aircraft to an Embraer 190, and that is despite it being on their booking system, on the website and everything for a good week or two as well. So great shame, because you know, it would be nice to see, but we're just going to have to wait a bit more patiently for the airline to start using the E2. So yeah. Anyway, that's the KLM Embraer taxi to runway 25. First though, we've got this Jet2 737-800 that's just lined up and is departing runway 25. So that's them lined up, ready to go. And yeah, the aircraft just rolling down the runway now. Very nice departure there from Jet2 737-800. Apologies if you heard any ATC, folks. The scanner wasn't off, so just that's off now. So yeah, that's a KLM just about to line up and depart runway 25 to Amsterdam. That Jet2 737-800 that you've just seen there, that is Golf Juliet. No, it's not. It's Golf Delta Foxtrot Papa flying to Malaga. On the approach, we've got a TUI 737-800, well, a Max 8, arriving from Palma de Mallorca. And then we've got a Loganair Embraer 145 arriving from Exeter. So we've got a good few movements. Neil Russell Hubbard, good afternoon, mate. I'm keeping very well, thank you. Keeping very well. Cold hands, but yeah, can't grumble. Can't grumble at all. How are you doing, mate? Hope you're keeping well. So the whole purpose of us coming here this afternoon is to see a Trade Air Fokker 100. So if you look on Flight Radar 24 right now, the Fokker 100 is on its way from Italy, from Parma, and it should be here within about 2 hours. So we'll try and keep the live stream going for that whole time. Meanwhile, here is KLM's Embraer 190. And just as the KLM is rolling, TUI Airways 737 MAX has just called up. It's on the approach for runway 25 now, so they'll be landing very shortly. Now we've got a few other good movements as well today, folks, so let's just have a pan over to the apron. We've got Jet2 737-800. As you can see, they're getting all the food and everything loaded on board. And then if we continue further right, we've got TUI Airways 737 MAX Golf Tango Uniform Mike Golf parked up. That's just arrived from Spain, is it? Oh, yeah, I think it's Spain it's just arrived from. Then we've got Jet2's other 737-800, Golf Juliet Zulu Bravo November. Now that aircraft has only recently been based here at Newcastle Airport. Was previously at Leeds Bradford, but now we have it up here in the northeast. And it was one of the ones that Jet2 ordered, I believe, brand new from the manufacturer, from Boeing. And it was delivered in 2018, so that's a little bit of history of that aircraft anyway. So over on the approach we've got TUI Airways 737 MAX. It's just about to land, and folks, don't forget, please leave a comment in the live chat. I'll try and answer all your comments if I can. Please like, share, and if you're new, do subscribe. It really does help out the channel massively. And if you know anyone who'd like to watch a little bit of live plane spotting from Newcastle this afternoon, you know, why not share it? That'd be a great help. Thank you very much. Newcastle Flyer, good afternoon. Snowing here in Durham. Well, it was snowing here. I say snowing, it wasn't actually snowing, it was more hail than anything. There was a little bit of hail about maybe 30-40 minutes ago, but the sun's just getting out now, so it's quite pleasant actually. It's quite pleasant. Graham Thompson, good afternoon to you, mate. How are you doing? It's lovely to have you on board. It's lovely to have everyone on board this afternoon. So here's TUI Airways 737 MAX. So this MAX is our based one, Golf Tango Uniform Mike Oscar. The one that you've just seen over at the terminal there, that's visiting here at the moment, so yeah, it's nice to see them. And you're in for a special treat. It looks like he's rolling right the way at the far end, so we'll get a nice view of this. Good old 737 MAX 8. believe that is a first here at Newcastle Airport, where we've had two Airways 737 Maxes on the ground at the same time. So there's something new, something interesting. The 737 Max has obviously had a right torrid time over the last few years with one thing or another, so it's good to see it starting to get rid of those gremlins and start to show what it can do. We have Tango Uniform Mike Golf and Tango Uniform Mike Oscar there at the terminal. It's funny over the years because you know, it doesn't seem that long ago I was filming Thomson Airways Boeing 757s here and 767s, but you know, obviously they're long gone now, long gone. But even the old 737s, again, all of them have disappeared, and now here we are with the next generation of 737 coming through now. Right, here's Logan Air's Embraer 145 arriving from Exeter. Liam Sharp, sunshine in Aberdeen. That's excellent, mate. Fantastic. It's just odd showers here at the moment. But, could be worse. There's the Embraer 145 just touched down. Looks like a busy afternoon. Yes, Graham. It's looking quite promising actually. Just to let you all know, on the ground at the moment we've got a Corendon Airlines 737-800 from Turkey, so that's parked up and that'll be departing soon. Then we've got Trade Air's Fokker 100 arriving in about an hour and 45, plus different movements in between. So we've got a nice few lined up today. It's not bad. It's good to see the airport with movements and traffic again compared to what it used to be. 9 Alpha Bravo Tango Echo is the Fokker 100. It is indeed Newcastle Fly. Thanks for that. Tartan livery on Logan Air's Embraer 145 is still probably one of my favourites to see. It's, the aircraft just taxiing along there. As you can see, just in the background there, the Jet 2's getting ready to go, so that'll be going shortly. Corendon 737-800 will be going at about I think about 20 past 2, and also the TUI Airways Max as well, so should be plenty to keep us occupied today. There we go, and I'll just pan back over to the apron there. Now a quick look on flight radar 24, just see where everything's going on. Your last Thomson flight was 767-200 on a pleasure flight from Newcastle to Newcastle in 1985. Dear me. Aye, Britannia, it would have been, aye. Well, I was meant to fly with Britannia before the 757s disappeared from here at Newcastle. But unfortunately that all changed and we ended up with My Travel, I believe. So it was a little bit of a disappointment, I can still remember. Doug the Toon, good afternoon, mate. It is a little bit breezy. It is a little bit. It's actually, to be honest, I've got a couple of layers on, but it's still quite chilly. Air temperature is about 5-6 degrees. But to be honest with you, it has been worse. There have been times it's been that windy and rainy. It's just been, torrid. But yeah. So So let's have a look. JB Trip Reports, hello. So let's see what we've got coming in. There's nothing in the area that's going to be landing anytime soon, so we'll better start looking to the departure board. You can hear that engine noise running in the background. That's the auxiliary power unit of the Loganair which just landed. So the next inbound we have is Jet2 737-800 Golf Delta Romeo Tango Charlie from Faro. Then we've got a Jet2 Golf Delta Foxtrot Charlie from Geneva. Then another Jet2 Golf Delta Romeo Tango Tango from Alicante. Then we've got TUI Airways 737-800 Golf Tango Alpha Whiskey Zulu. Now the Fokker 100 that's coming here is not taking the route I would have expected it to take, so he's just still heading up north toward Germany. So yeah. Then we've got Echo Kilo Victor in from Forteventura, so there's a few movements. British Airways A320 due at 3:10, Golf Echo Uniform Yankee Mike. But yeah, there's a fair few movements. Air Explorer 737-800's due in tonight. Cool. Very cool. Yes, my travel. Aye, the A321. You live in South Shields. Very good. Very good. It's nice to have a few from the area on board. It's great to have you all on board. Gary O'Rourke, lovely weather for a day on the beach at Whitley Bay. Gary, I would not recommend that at all. I would not recommend down by the beach at Whitley Bay one bit. It'll be bloomin' freezing. So our next departure, we've got pretty much 30 people viewing at the moment, so hello to all of you. Next departure is going to be Corendon in 30 minutes. Then the Max to Antalya. So that Max you see straight ahead of you, that'll be going to Turkey. So yeah, we've got a few good movements. Movements due anyway, so that should be good. There's nothing bizjet wise parked up. You'll notice as well in the background the TUI, the white 737-800 that was parked there for ages has now gone, and that's now flying with TUI, believe it or not. So the aircraft is in service, but yeah. So folks, we've got a little bit of a gap for a few minutes. The Ranger is inspecting the runway over there. Just doing a quick runway inspection. Well, I say quick. Let's just say he's taking a leisurely runway inspection. No rush at all today. Busier than Glasgow, yes, yeah. It's, to be honest with you, the traffic has picked up here pretty well in the last few weeks, and it's going to continue to do so. I mean, we've got Aer Lingus restarting flights very soon. We've got Flybe resuming flights to Belfast City. Aer Lingus ATRs, as I've just mentioned. Ryanair's base has opened here. So the summer's looking quite promising now. Compared to where we were even a year ago. A year ago, everything was just so up in the air. You know, sadly, that was figuratively, not literally. But you just didn't know if you could book anything, what the restrictions were going to be, what was going to happen. you know, if there was going to be another change coming about, which meant people couldn't do something or this, that and the other. So all of that from a year ago has thankfully changed, and it's noticeable now how much the airlines are picking up. Just to give you an example of passenger numbers, I believe this is in 2019, Ryanair carried 10.9 million passengers. 10.9 million. In March of this year, so in March of 2022, bearing in mind we're coming out of the pandemic, people are starting to book more flights, people are travelling again more. The airline has just broken its own record for March, and they've just carried nearly 11.5 million passengers, so nearly 600,000 more than in 2019. So if anything gives you an indication of people travelling again and people getting about more, then that's clearly it. You know, 600,000 more people flying last month than, you know, 3 years ago, which is pretty impressive. And that's despite, you know, the situation in Ukraine, and it's also despite a lot of other things. So people are wanting to travel, people are wanting to fly, and it's great to see. Great to see. Cessna 525 Delta Charlie Oscar Golf Alpha due at 3:35. Well, hopefully we should catch that in theory, and it'll be a good movement to see. Just having a look on flight radar again, just to see where that Jet 2. The Jet 2 from Faro is just descending over Blackburn, so it shouldn't be too long now. Let's say, I'm just having a look at the football. Manchester United versus Everton. I won't give the score away in case anyone's waiting to watch match of the day at the end of the day. C17 out of Prestwick over Concert. Can I see it? Sadly not, because it's cloudy, I'm afraid. Plus it's just a little bit too... It's a little too far to the west for here. I've just noticed going out of Edinburgh, there's a Lufthansa A321-100 Delta Alpha India Romeo Alpha. I completely forgot that Lufthansa are still flying the A321 100 models. These particular models were built back in the 90s, so they were the first, some of the first production Airbus A321s to be built. And I mean, this one, 28 years old, December 1993, and it's very, very interesting to still see it flying. We would have seen it go overhead, but sadly there is a nice layer of cloud, so we're not going to see that. Let's have a look at the forecast. The forecast is the clouds meant to shift and visibility improve, but if anything it's done the opposite in the past few minutes, but can't have everything. Robert Hadfield, Bob, good afternoon to you, mate. How are you doing? You've joined us during a little bit of a quiet spell here at the airport. We've got 20 minutes to go until our next departure, and about another 20 minutes to go to our next arrival. So yeah, we're in a little bit of a lull in the activity at the moment. Ferry Hill Train Spotter, good afternoon to you, mate. How are you doing? Lovely to have you with us. Great to have you on board. So we're just waiting, just for those of you who are joining now. I can see we've got 40 people watching. For those of you joining, we're waiting for this TUI 737 MAX just in front of us there. That's going to depart to Turkey, to Antalya. Then just going a bit further to the left, Where is it? The Corendon, that's the Corendon's tail, just parked up there. So that's going to be departing to Turkey as well, and that'll be in 20 minutes. And we've got two 737 Maxes to depart, plus the Corendon. So yeah, it's a bit of activity. And the Fokker 100 is due in at about 3:30. So about another hour and 25, hour and 30 until the Fokker 100 arrives from Italy. So yeah. Is Turkish going to fly to Newcastle this summer? Turkish Airlines isn't. They haven't announced it. There was some talk back in 2019 of Turkish operating to Newcastle Airport. That's never happened. But yeah, there is every chance in the future that might happen, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I mean, there's no reason for them not to. We have plenty of flights to Turkey, albeit yes to the sun and fun destinations such as Antalya and Dalaman and Bodrum. But a flight to Istanbul, I mean, we've got a big Turkish community in the northeast as well, so a flight to Istanbul would probably be well received and well used, I imagine. So yeah, there's no reason not to. 28 years old, that A321 it is, Newcastle fly, yeah, it's a good age. I thought all of them had been retired, but I'm going to have to go back through my log on planespotters.net and have a look at the fleet list. You're great, Ferry Hill, that's excellent, mate. And Bob, you're just starting to do the prep for your live stream tonight. Excellent, mate, fantastic. Again, I would join you, but I am on late nights at the moment, so unfortunately for the foreseeable, I'm taken on most Saturday evenings, sadly. But Sunday evenings are on and off at the moment. Kind of just depends on the work schedule. But yeah, how's the spotting? Yeah, it's good so far. Like I say, this is just the quietest part you've really joined us at. Not much activity right now. If we just pan over to the left hand side there, we've got one of the 737s just preparing for boarding, so we'll probably see passengers heading up on into that 737 very shortly. You can see the crew are just the ground crew are just getting it prepared, and that'll be boarding very shortly. Obviously there's the Corendon, as I just mentioned, and we've got Jet 2 inbound, well, several Jet 2s inbound in fact, as well as the other ones which should arrive soon. So yeah, there is some activity coming. It's just a case of enduring this quiet spell whilst we can. So yeah, bad planning. I wish it was planned, mate, but I I don't plan my rotas. Work plans my rotas. So yes, if it was my planning, then I'd have Saturdays and the whole weekend off, but unfortunately I don't control that. I'm not gifted with that much authority, sadly. But dear. So we've got a British Airways just about to go overhead to Aberdeen. We've got Jet 2 737-800 just approaching Richmond now, so he's not too far off. And then we've got a little gaggle of 737s around Doncaster, Worksop, and they're all coming in. Just another 15 to 18 minutes and we should be getting a couple of departures. So hang in there, folks, it won't be long now. Corendon should be boarding, yes. I was quite impressed. I was looking at their flight prices and I presume their flights must be selling quite well, because to try and find really cheap fares on board was actually quite difficult. But they do seem to be selling quite well. I mean, some of the flight prices were nearly 110 euros. Like I said before, it seems like people want to fly. The fact the passenger numbers across Europe are really picking up to this level is evidence of that. So we'll wait to see who the first passengers are going to be on board this 737-800. I've just felt a spot of rain, so it looks like it's just starting to drizzle a little bit. Yep, 20 minutes left and just a few more minutes till our first arrival. Golf Delta Romeo Tango Charlie. I say first arrival, we've already had a TUI Airways 737-800, so technically speaking it's not our first arrival. But it's quite funny because I've been here since around 12 o'clock, and it was pretty much constant, just one aircraft after another around then, and now is pretty much the quietest it's been. So yeah, it's nice to see. It will be when we get a few movements anyway. So that 737-800 in front of you, that should be going to Tenerife in theory. And then if we just pan over, got the baggage being loaded on the aircraft there, and 737 MAX to Antalya there, all connected up to the jet bridge, and that'll shortly be heading off to Turkey. You miss seeing Thomas Cook. It is, yes, it is such a shame, definitely, Lee. I think the gap that the combined gap anyway that the failure of Monarch Airlines had, and then subsequently Thomas Cook thereafter, those gaps still have yet to be properly filled. Jet2 and TUI and so on are doing an amazing job, Ryanair as well, in trying to fill that void and give extra capacity and open up new routes and create new bases and have new aircraft in different places. But fundamentally, it's that recovery to even before Thomas Cook went and before Monarch went is still going to be a good few years away yet. I think the collapse of Flybe as well, in terms of UK domestic connectivity, has had a massive impact also, and hopefully a lot of that will be restored once the airline returns in the summer of this year. So it should be a really good time for the airline to get back on its feet and open up some new routes and get people flying in between the UK again. What has helped, it's highlighted to me, is just how dependent we are, even in the UK. A lot of people say, oh, well, you're covered, you can use the railways. I mean, the railways in this country are not the be-all and the end-all of connecting the north to the south, connecting Land's End to John O'Groats, and Wick to Newquay, or Aberdeen to Exeter. The key really is to have multiple options. You can never put your eggs all in one basket. think in places where that has been seen as well and been proven is in the likes of Japan. Japan still have some of the busiest inter-island routes between their cities, and yes, the frequencies are massively down compared to what they used to be before they had the high-speed rail connectivity, but it still shows that you've got to have more than one means of transport to get from point A to point B, because as soon as one of those links in the chain starts to give, you've got to have something else that's going to take the pressure. And the aviation industry is exactly that, and it gives people the opportunity to get around and to do it how they wish, and so on and so forth. But anyway, that's my rant over. Jet 2 landing at 2:13 from Faro. Yep, it certainly is. It's good to see Newcastle not closing down as much through the night, though. Yeah, definitely. The even the ATC times are mostly back to normal now. So yeah, everything is a lot more positive. There's definitely that. Just waiting for that jet bridge to be disconnected, but still looks like it's firmly plugged on there. Let's have a look and see where this Fokker 100 is, the Trade Air Fokker 100. Let's see, should be over Germany now in theory. Yeah, so he's just heading up toward Luxembourg, toward Saarbrücken, in the direction of Luxembourg, and yeah, shouldn't be too long in arriving. Right, we've got Northumbria heli just departing here. Here's a little bit of activity. Saw something flying anyway, which is good. Oh dear. That Jet 2 will be landing in just a couple of more minutes, folks, so stay tuned. All is not lost. Many movements soon to come, just going to be patient. So battery life is 45%, data used is around about 16.8 gigabytes. Wow, dear me. These live streams don't have to take a toll on your data package. Spitfire RF 100, good afternoon, mate. How are you doing? Lovely to have you with us. How are you keeping? We're just eagerly waiting for the arrival and departure of a few aircraft. There's several ones getting prepped for departure, and several inbound now. We've got another couple just ascending over Leeds, 2 Jet 2s and a TUI. So we've got 4 aircraft inbound, and we've got about 3 aircraft still to depart. So plenty yet to happen. And there's still 30 of you all tuned in waiting for these aircraft. So thank you all so much, folks. Really do appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the live stream if you liked it, please, and the best is yet to come, I promise. The best is yet to come. Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks, mate. Doing very well. Just got a couple of cold hands right now. It's just that, to be honest with you, if it wasn't for that wind chill, it would actually be a really nice day. But it's just that wind chill is just taking the edge off things. But apart from that, I am not complaining. I'm stood here waiting for a nearly 30-year-old Fokker 100 to land, so I'm pretty good, thanks, man. Pretty good. So I can just see the Jet 2 that's about to land. He's just turning onto the base. He's about to turn base for the approach into Newcastle, and then onto the ILS approach for runway 25. I'll pan over to the approach in just a second. I was hoping we might be able to see all the passengers start to board this Jet 2, but at the moment they haven't emerged from the terminal yet, so they should be boarding in a few minutes. So there we go, and the Jet 2 is just turning on to final approach now. What we might do is might zoom in on this and then go manual focus, so manual it. Sorry if you see a little bit of a bump, folks. I'm just setting manual focus. Oh, there's all the passengers coming. Woohoo! Timed that right, didn't we? That was good. So here come all of the passengers about to board their flight to good old Tenerife now. Count how many people get on board. Let's see if we can see how many before this Jet 2 737-800 arrives from Portugal. Oh, imagine knowing you were going to Tenerife and it's nearly 30 degrees there at the moment. Oh man, so jealous, so jealous. There we go. There's the first passengers just getting on board now. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit jealous. But, it's scary to think, but just, you know, over a year ago, I would watch how many people were boarding these flights to likes of, you know, would have a one-off flight to Alicante or a one-off flight to the Canaries, and you could literally count on your hand the number of people flying there. It was so quiet, and yet now, you know, I mean, even then, a lot of the handlers didn't even bother putting steps up at the back of the aircraft because it was just pointless. You know, there wasn't that many people to board, so why use two sets of stairs? Just have the one, and that'll be good enough for everyone to board at the front. And yet now we've got two sets of stairs and plenty of people boarding. It's fantastic. It's really fantastic. So we're going to pan over to the approach in just a second, folks. The Jet 2 is now well in sight and on the approach for runway 25. So if you're using Flight Radar 24, you can watch these movements on Flight Radar 24 and then live on this stream. So let's have a look over across to the threshold of runway 25. There you can see the Jet 2 in the distance there, just on the approach. And we'll zoom in now and watch it land. Oof, that was solid. Dear me. And everyone complains about Ryanair's hard landings. Dear me. Must be a local pilot because he's going to use the high-speed exit to get off the runway. So, by the looks of it, is he? Has he? No, yeah, he is. He is. He is. There we go. Yeah, that was a solid touchdown. And if anybody says in the comments section that that was butter, then you want your eyes tested. Let's have a look. That one is Delta, Golf Delta Romeo Tango Charlie. All the way from Portugal. So we've got the next couple of Jet 2s just heading in now. They won't be too long. And it looks like the TUI has been disconnected from the jet bridge, so that Max should be departing shortly as well. So I'm presuming the Jet 2 is going to go in between the TUI and the Jet 2. Yes, he is. Which is why he's just taking it nice and easy, because it's not a tricky spot, but it's just tight getting in. Obviously into that stand, because you've got an aircraft to your right, an aircraft to your left, and it's not really an issue though, to be honest. And that's him just taxiing in there. And there we have the three of them all parked up, TUI 737 MAX, and also the two Jet 2 737-800 as well. Yeah, Northumbria heli's just coming in to land now as well. And it does look like, actually I might be wrong, it doesn't look like the jet bridge. No, jet bridge is still connected onto the MAX. Then we've got oh well, a bit of an optical illusion there. And then just panning back to the Jet 2 that's boarding, you can see there's even still passengers boarding, despite the fact we've looked over across to the Jet 2 that's landing. It's still plenty of people getting on board. It's fantastic to see. Next two Jet 2s, one's over Washington, the other one's over Bishop Auckland. Greased it. I don't know what he greased it with, but it certainly was rubber. You finally got Volanta to track your flights after 3 weeks of trying. Well done, mate. Well done. Hopefully that makes life a bit easier for you. So, Corendon's 737-800 will be departing in the next few minutes. And we're just waiting for these these couple to go now. And that Jet 2 straight ahead of us that's boarding there, that's to Tenerife. So well, that's the
Good afternoon. Could you ask you for clearance or ground frequency, maybe correct 90 November? 90 uniform, but I'm making my flight with after the departure runway 5, straight Antalya 5 Daily 3 X-ray 446.
so that's Corendon just getting his ATC clearance now, and so the Corendon will be going very shortly. Brilliant. Then we've got TUI 737-800 Tango Alpha Whiskey Zulu, and the two Jet 2s just about to land. So 3 arrivals, 2 departures in just the next few minutes, folks. So stay tuned. There's plenty of action still to come. I'm just realised I have only one potential minor issue, and that is my phone's battery life. So we're on 39%, but hopefully that'll stay alive for us. Was it a crunchy peanut butter landing? If you replay it, you should be able to see it, mate, in theory. But yes, it was solid. It was a very solid Jet 2 landing. But yeah, no one can complain about Ryanair, put it that way. You missed it. Ah, don't worry, man. Don't worry, you can always play it back. You can always play it back. Looks like that's the last of the passengers just getting boarded there. Dinata, the nice food people with all of your meals and complimentary in-flight snacks. Complimentary, I wish. Thompson Max has just called up for clearance as well. Fantastic, fantastic. There's still people boarding. This is great. It must be a pretty full flight now. Being it the fact that that is going to be a fairly full flight and it's to Tenerife, it means the aircraft will make a nice. It should make a nice long rotation because the wind isn't that strong. It's only about 11 knots, but it should be a nice long rotation. So yeah, we'll have a couple of good departures to see. 30 of you tuned in at the moment. Good afternoon to each and every one of you from Newcastle Airport. It's lovely to have you on board. So our next arrival, Jet 2 737-800 Golf Delta Foxtrot Charlie from Geneva, is just on final approach now. I can see it, and when he gets a little closer we'll turn the camera over to the approach and watch it land. But either way, there's some good movements still to come. So I'm just going to switch to manual mode, folks. Just manual focus this, so we can get a good view of the approach. That's the Jet 2 just calling up tower there, and they're just on the approach for runway 25. Zoom in and you should see them just at the top there. There it is. So this is Jet 2 737-800 from Geneva. And the Corendon 737-800 is just being pushed back now, folks, so let me just quickly whiz you around. There we go. Sorry if I'm getting a bit drunk with the camera. There's the Corendon there, Corendon 737-800 to Antalya, so that'll be going in just a few moments. But now we'll pan back over to the approach. All this turning around is going to make some of you dizzy, I'm sorry about that. Your cameraman's not drunk, just a little bit obsessed. Right, there we go. As soon as that Corendon starts taxiing, we'll pan over to that. I think that's going to be more interesting to see than a few Jet 2s. No offence, Jet 2, but you know, we do see you here all the time, so. Wasn't too bad. Better than the last one. Is he going to roll full length? Looks like he is going to roll full length. Is he? No? No, he's not. There you go. Bad information from me. And the other Jet 2 is just on approach behind this one as well, so we've got the two of them together. And the Corendon should be calling up for taxi. That's the Corendon just called up for taxi, and Jet 2 just there, so we'll pan over to the Corendon in just 1 second, who is starting his taxi to runway 25. Now the airport's just getting a little bit busier now, which is lovely to see. So we'll pan back over to the terminal here, and you'll see Corendon's tail. There it is. Going to quickly pan over to the approach there a second, folks. Got another Jet 2 737-800 just landing. So you're going to make it. So you're going to make the high-speed exit, is he? I reckon so. Way high. So it's getting a little bit busier now, which is nice. See the Corendon just taxiing behind. There's Jet 2 is there. There it is. And TUI Airways 737-800. That's just going to be landing in a couple more minutes. So Still plenty to see. Does look as though that 737 MAX to Turkey is getting ready as well, so that shouldn't be too long now. Don't forget, folks, keep the comments coming in the live chat. It's keeps it interesting for everyone, and any questions or anything you got, then do feel free to leave them in the live chat. And welcome back, Blue Bitten. Hello. These Jet 2s are doing well in the reverse thrust. Yes, they are now. They weren't earlier. There are some pilots I've noticed, particularly the ones here at Newcastle. There are some who are very cautious and some who like to use all of the runway. And then you've got your other ones who are just like, no, I'm getting off the run. I'm just getting off the runway straight away, and that's it. So, yeah. Some blatant self-advertising, Robert. If YouTube allows, if YouTube allows it, mate, then go for it. But I don't think it will, because it's got all these different filters on it. So I don't think you'll be able to share anything. But you can give it a try if you want. I've no objections. Right, here's the Corendon 737-800 to Antalya, just about to depart, lining up on runway 25. Here she comes. It's just starting to rain a little bit as well. Very nice. That was cool. That was very cool. So we've got Jet 2 to Tenerife there. Steps are just being taken away. Everything's getting prepared. And then over there you've got the Jet 2 that just landed. Everyone's starting to get off it now. So yeah. One in, one out. And then we've got the TUI Airways. It's just turned on final now. So, yep. Any plans of filming at Cardiff Airport? I last filmed at Cardiff Airport it's a few years ago now. But yes, hopefully one day. And exactly as Bob said in the live stream, if you do fancy watching something flight simulator related, and particularly with FS 2020, then do check out his live stream. It'll be later tonight. I sadly won't be able to be there because of work, but please do check out Bob's live stream. That Fokker 100 is just approaching Amsterdam at 34,000 feet. He's making good progress, so probably just about another hour to go until this Fokker 100 arrives here into Newcastle Airport. So yeah, not long to go, and in the meantime we've got a good few movements to keep us occupied. You might be able to hear it has just started raining, so it's getting a little bit wet, and I'm going to have to put a cover over the camcorder just to stop it. It's getting a little bit heavier. than I expected. Right, manual. Let's zoom in and get the manual focus. There we go. So now I'll pan back over to the approach, and we've got TUI Airways 737-800 arriving. It is Golf Foxtrot Delta Zulu Tango, I believe. Very nice. Who thinks he's going to make the high speed? Any voters for the high speed? Come on, get those votes in now. Is he going high speed? Beautifully on the brakes, beautifully done. Very nice. Is it Foxtrot? No, it's not, sorry, it's Tango Alpha Whiskey Zulu. What am I on about? I keep thinking of Foxtrot Delta Zulu Tango because it was a long-standing 737-800 at Newcastle, and it didn't seem like we were going to get rid of it for years. But, Tango Alpha Whiskey Zulu. Hands are absolutely freezing now, so I'm going to have to revert to using gloves for this, which means I'm not going to be able to interact on the live stream as much as I'd like, but my hands are absolutely frozen at the moment, so it's freezing. As you can hear, that rain's getting a little bit heavier now. Just a little bit heavier. In fact, it's actually hail now. Oh, the things I do to keep you all entertained there, sat at home. Hey man, I tell you what, I was watching another YouTuber the other day. I was watching his live stream, and it was brilliant from across in the States, and it was absolutely fantastic. You know, just the fact I could be sat at home there watching, and this guy was filming in you know, not the nicest of conditions either, but yeah. The problem is the temperature has dropped as well, folks, which means the battery is probably going to die quicker than I imagined. So let's just hope. I don't have an issue with the camcorder battery. The issue is I don't have an issue with the camcorder battery for once or anything like that. The issue I have is with my phone battery. So yeah. Samuel Rees, hello, welcome. He's not an ex-Ryanair. He must be, Bob. He must be. They all are. TUI winning the butter landings. Totally agree, William. Totally agree. What else have we got coming in? And my hands are getting cold, folks. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to put my phone down for a bit, and unfortunately, I won't be able to see your comments for a few minutes. Just my hands are that cold. Yeah. So. If you can hear that wiping, it's just me wiping the water off the top of the camcorder. Just it is getting very, very wet. And just for those of you who don't know, I mean, my hands are absolutely freezing, and you can see the rain on the lens there. It's yeah, it ain't the greatest. I'm going to wipe the water off the lens there in just a second. So. It's card. Golf Juliet Zulu Bravo Delta. I really wish I was on board that aircraft right now. On board a warm 737-800 flying to Tenerife, where the temperature is about 30 degrees. Oh, can you imagine? Just be a dream, an absolute dream. So there was a passenger this morning who posted on Twitter about Newcastle Airport that he flew from the airport this morning. There was virtually no queue through its security, and he had a fantastic experience. And I've got to say, at the moment, I mean, I flew from Manchester in February, and Manchester Airport has been all over the news recently because of the queues at security, and the queues are just absolutely ridiculous. Not just Manchester, Dublin as well, and other airports too. But Manchester is really a disgrace in the UK. It has been for years. I'm sorry for anyone who, you know, has a particular connection with Manchester Airport, but you know, it is what it is. I've flown from Manchester Airport for years, and the security is consistently the worst in this country. I've flown to and from busy airports across Europe, and there have never been the same delays or issues at any of those airports in comparison to Manchester. And it's crazy. I mean, Heathrow Terminal 5, British Airways, they've had their IT issues and various different problems, but you know what? It's just crazy when you look at Manchester, what it could be doing and what it is doing. When I flew to Tenerife from Manchester in February, the security was bad then. It was taking forever. Took me nearly an hour and a half to 2 hours just to get through. And that was earlier in the year when things were just starting to open up properly again. And it's such a shame, because it could be a fantastic airport with, you know, doing much better for itself, but sadly it's let down on a lot of fronts. And like I say, it's not a new issue, and a lot of people are using the excuse at the moment, oh well, it's because so many people are travelling, so many people are flying. But you know what, the demand is foreseen, and you know, you've got to plan for that. What you can't plan for is are several things, but you know, seeing an increase in movements and passengers and everything is not unforeseen. That is a known. Manchester Airport's issues are historically bad when it comes to security anyway, and I know I've experienced it firsthand. But yeah, it's an airport I try and actively avoid, but it was just nice even today, given how busy the airport here is getting at Newcastle, just to see that the security here at Newcastle is outstanding. The team there do a brilliant job of keeping things moving as best they can, and that's reflected by the comments of some passengers, so it's good to see. It's good to see. Well folks, I'm going to have to wipe the water off the lens of the camera in just a second, so we'll wait till the Jet 2s taxi past the tower, and then I'm going to disturb your view for a second, so I do apologise in advance, but needs must, and I do need to get the water off this off the front of the camcorder, so just bear with me 1 second please. I'm just going to be blocking your view about now. I do apologise. Right, there we go, and that should be it. That's it. Sorry about that. Right, there we go. There's a 738 just taxiing. Right, I'm just going to have a quick look on my phone there, folks. And microwaved, hello. Yeah, no, you're welcome, mate. You're absolutely welcome. Trying to do more of these live streams from the airport. You know, it's something a little bit different, and particularly here in the northeast as well. It's something, you know, something good for the airport, I hope. Manchester landings are a roller coaster. Yeah, they can be. They can be, especially if you're. Especially if you come in on a windy day. I did that during the end of one of the storms the other month, and that was really interesting. It was really, really interesting. Right, this Jet 2, folks, as I mentioned earlier, it'll be loaded with fuel and passengers, so it should be a nice, fairly long takeoff roll. So this one should be a good one, I hope. That's the strobe lights on and the aircraft lining up on runway 25 now. Still got two of TUI Airways 737 Maxes departing very shortly, so still plenty of action to come. That's a Jet 2 just being clear for takeoff. Ready for the 4-hour flight down to Tenerife. I really need to get myself back down there again soon. I'm missing those nice warm long days and quiet evenings sitting down by the beach with a little bit of ice cream. Can't beat it. There we go, that's the Jet 2 on the roll. Good. That was really good. Great, so that was 737-800 of Jet 2 departing to Tenerife South. Lovely. So now we're just waiting for the TUI Max heading to Antalya. You were almost sick from the crosswinds. Oh dear, it must have been bad then. It must have been bad. Nice view, thank you very much. Yeah, it's a good head-on view from this spot, so you do get a good view overlooking the runway. But yeah, it's a good location. It's a good location. That air bridge looks like it's still connected to the jet too. So yeah, I might just have to be a little bit patient. Looks like they're preparing the Jet 2 737-800 there for a flight. It's getting refueled and all the doors are open, stairs connected. It did land earlier, but I forget where from. But TUI slots being pushed back to 3:01. Ah, right. Interesting. Still looks like the jet bridge is connected though, so it's probably still going to be a few minutes before he goes anywhere. So again, it's gone a little bit quiet, folks, but should be good again shortly. Just having a quick break, folks. I'll just be 1 more minute. So I've got 26% battery life on the phone, so it should be enough, but yeah, I'm just hoping so which one is going to get released first? In my estimation, just Flight BE 146 or PMDG 737-700. I'm not sure, mate. I hope the PMDG. I really hope the PMDG, but honestly wouldn't like to guess, mate. Wouldn't like to guess at all. Strat 16. Yeah, gonna need it. I really need it. Right. So it seems I'm gonna have to stop using my phone as much, folks. So basically, the Tomjet has just been given permission to push and park. So he must have a slot or a slot delay, given what they've just said. So he's been given permission to push and park. Great to see someone streaming from Newcastle. Thank you very much. Thanks very much for watching. Yeah, I'm trying to do more live streams from our airport, from here at Newcastle, because at the end of the day, you look at other streams and, you know, everyone's doing the big airports, your Heathrows, your Manchesters, and so on. But, you know, personally, everyone knows I find the smaller airports much more interesting, and doing something local as well is quite nice. There's the Tomjet. Tomjet's just pushing there. So it must be Tango Uniform Mike Oscar, I presume, who's going first, because that one parked up straight ahead. There's Uniform Mike Golf, which was here first. So yeah, well, folks, I just need to move my tripod a little bit, because where I've been standing is getting very soggy and very wet. So I'm just moving it forward a tiny bit, just because my feet won't get as wet. There we go, and that's the TUI Max there, pushing back. But yeah, we now have an issue, and the issue is going to be our phone's battery life, not the camcorder. So let's just hope that the phone battery lasts, because the problem is, if I take it out and pop it on charge, then it's not going to charge quickly, and it's going to mean everyone's without a live stream for a little bit. So bit of a dilemma there. Alright, there we go. So that's the 737 Max just pushing and parking, and like I say, he must have a slot delay, so he's just getting ready so that as soon as they tell him he can go, get the engine started, and then straight out taxi. And it looks like there might be another rain shower on the way. It's rather dark behind me, even though it's bright blue sky ahead. But, yeah. Stand 16 for the Fokker. That'll be good. Like I say, I just hope when it lands it uses the full runway length. That would be amazing if they did that. But it's very likely one of the last opportunities we're going to get to see one of these Fokker 100s, because they are being phased out, they are being retired, and Trader, this particular operator, have already retired some of them and replaced them with A320s. So, you know, they're not going to be about for much longer, unfortunately. I just hope we're able to catch it live on here, because if we can keep the battery life going, then that'll be excellent. I'm really intrigued as well to see how much data this live stream uses, because last time we used nearly, I think, something like 22 gigabytes of data. It was crazy the amount we used. So I need to have a look into it and see what we can come up with. Best freeware plane for X-Plane 11. Oh, I'm not the person to ask for that, I'm afraid. Sorry. When it comes to X-Plane 11, that's just not my thing, I'm afraid. Joshua Leclerc, good morning. Happy Saturday from San Diego, California. Thank you very much. A very good morning? It's not good morning, dear me. A very good afternoon from the northeast of the UK, from Newcastle International Airport. It's lovely to have you with us. In PMDG's latest update, they'll be discussing what their release date is going to be internally next week. Alright, oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. When I stream at Cardiff, that's a very big when. It could be a very long till then. 6Ps, Jonathan, remember the 6Ps. PMDG 737 600, 737, PMDG 737 700, PMDG 737 800, PMDG 737 900, PMDG 737 MAX 8, PMDG 737 MAX 9. Yeah, I think that's the 6Ps there, Robert. Oh, we've got, oh, where is it? We've got an air tanker A330 just about to go over. Why can I not see any? Ah, there he is, I can see him now, I can see him. We've got an air tanker A330 that's just about to go over now. And, right, I need to manual focus this, otherwise we're not going to see it. If you look on flight radar, there's an RAF air tanker A330 about to go over. And I believe the Royal Marines have been training over in Norway. And pan up. Come on, where are you? Cloud is there. There it is. Where is it? Oh, why can't I see it? Oh man, there it is. $40,000 feet, no contrail. Well, I never. Oh man, I missed the best one of that as well. Just when it was coming out of the cloud. Right, folks, I am going to just switch my phone on to like a better power setting just to use less battery, and I'm going to switch over to my laptop for the comments section so I can read your comments, okay? The only thing is I'm still going to use quite a bit of battery life with that, because it's going to be it's 6 2/3 really. Right, so I'm just trying to do a few battery saving things on my phone just to try and preserve the battery life. Anyway, that's 277. That was the 6Ps you were thinking of, Bob. Honestly, mate. Honestly. Dear me. That's terrible. I'm getting really worried now because it's it's nice and sunny, but it's just got that feeling like it's going to rain. It's got that really heavy feel to it, even though it's sunny. So yeah, not getting my hopes up. Anyway, folks, I can now see your comments and everything. Follow them on the laptop. This camcorder's got 40 minutes of battery life. The phone has got 21%. So quite honestly, we're really going to be pushing it. So yeah. Right, folks, we've only got the trader has just begun its descent now into Newcastle, so I'm now going to disconnect off from the chat just for a little bit, folks, because I really want to preserve the phone battery for as long as possible. So when it gets a bit closer, even if we're at 10-15%, I'll reconnect with the chat because I won't be so concerned about battery life. But at the moment it's showing us 40 minutes away. It has begun its descent. I'm hoping it'll be here sooner than in 40 minutes. But you know, we really want to see it on the live stream. I'm sure all of you do. And yeah, I've just turned the laptop off. I've just put a few other things into battery saving mode so we can try and eke this live stream out and get what we came to see. So hold tight, sit there, and we'll try our very, very best. I mean, you think by now we'll soon be live for 2 hours, so we've done fairly all right. It's just a few percentages of battery we're missing, but the other TUI 737 MAX has just pushed back there. Did just miss that. The other TUI's just pushed back. So yeah, we've got the two 737 MAXes ready and waiting to go there, and yeah, shouldn't be too long now then, anyway, folks. So the first TUI Max should be departing in just a few minutes in theory. Shouldn't be too long from now. And then over there you can just see the Jet 2 738, that's just getting the stairs and everything all sorted. Actually it was just manual focus. I just realised we're in manual focus for that, so we'll change that. Make the view a little bit better anyway. Yeah, the engine of the other 737 Max just starting up there in the background. Actually, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch to Newcastle radar just to listen and see when I can hear that trade air, because as soon as we can hear the trade air on that, it'll be we'll know it's not too far away. Like I say folks, I'm sorry if I can't directly respond to your comments right at this second, but if you bear with us another 5-10 minutes, hopefully we should have enough battery life to see us through at the end of the stream, but I don't want to have to end the stream early or anything. Just obviously it'd be a shame if I had to do that because of battery life. But, a nice view of the moon just over our heads at the moment. Looks like a small orange segment. So down to 19% now, and trade air is just at 23,000 feet over Hull, so he's not far away. But you all know what my history of things and battery life are like in the past. I'll just have a quick look at you at the live chat. Good afternoon, Amrat. When you went on the Jet 2, the seats smelt like the... Thompson 99 Golf starting now. He is indeed, mate. He is indeed. And that's some taxiing now as well. So we'll pan over to the TUI, and that's him just taxiing right there. And you'll see the two of them together, the two 737 Maxes, and that's the two of them together right there. The tower in the background just coming up there in a second. There it is. And like I said earlier, folks, that's the first time I've seen two TUI Airways 737 Maxes here at Newcastle. We'll have had one in the past, but two is better than one. Still haven't heard that. Still haven't heard the trader call up yet. So wait for that. It's the Max just approaching Delta 1, runway 25 now. Another one of the Donata catering lorries just going past. Shows you how busy the airport is. I mean, a few months ago, if you saw one or two of those, that would be pretty much it. But now you can pretty much see one every few minutes. The other 737 Max is just starting its engines now, so he'll be going shortly. So here comes the first one, and I'm not sure if anyone could let me know in the comments. This is either the one for, I think it was Alicante or Antalya. It'll be one of the two. If you can let me know in the comment section, please, that would be great. And the other one's just starting its engines now. Here it goes. There we go, that's the first Max up. And then we've got the second one there, just getting started up there in the background. Trader shouldn't be long now. Oh, there it is, that's just taxiing now. Second one going anyway. She's that one will be going. How are you, mate? Alright?
Thanks. How are you? Good.
Have a good trip in Schiphol.
It's alright, it's changed from the two times.
You really pulled them off.
I'm so good at that. And what you know, I'm Uber. But when I got all this shit up, the Uber, it's just constantly chasing ops.
It's a problem because it's just too many Ah, you're good, mate. Just wherever. He's just begun his descent, so he's about 18th out. So, fingers crossed. Should be. Is it? Did you say it was rugby? Oh no, it's a Tom jet. It's a Tom jet. Are they playing in the Falcons? Oh, right, got it. I wasn't sure.
Straight from Palmer.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're going straight back tonight, though.
Hello.
It's weird. No. Right, folks, that's the Max just taxiing there. And right, that's that taxi in there, folks. I'm just going to have a quick browse of the comment section. Our battery is on 16%, so we've used some battery life, but the trader has just called up. Ferry Hill, hello mate. Welcome back. The trader has just called up on frequency, so yeah. It's Alicante. That's brilliant, thanks for that. Right, I need to put my chat section off again, folks, sorry. But yeah, this trader is now very close, so oh, what was that? Battery level has just reached 15%, and it's just come on with a warning saying battery life may run out soon, so you better keep everything crossed that we can stay alive till he lands. But I'm never feeling confident when it comes to battery life. So I'm not sure whether it's this one or the other one is for Alicante, so yeah, thanks for letting us know there in the chat. But oh, hang on. Still don't think he's called up yet. So, second 737 Max in a row, and we've got a Jet 2 737-800 just pushing back from the terminal there now as well, so another couple of movements. But, these ones should be good. The next one. Tango uniform Mike Oscar Golf, I can't remember. I think this one's golf, isn't it? Yeah. There it goes. Right, that's the trader just called up, folks. So he's not too far away, but we still need to preserve the battery life. So I won't be looking at any comments or anything until later on, folks. Just if I can get it live, that would be great. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. Right folks, got Jet 2 just departing here. There goes the Jet 2, and the Trader Fokker 100 is not far out now. Trader is just a couple of more minutes out, so fingers crossed. I can't see it yet folks, but it should be just be another minute or two out. We've got 13% battery remaining, so I don't know if that's lucky or not, but 13%'s remaining. Then just over here folks, we've got another Jet 2 just landing there folks, and the 737-800 Jet 2 Croatia, Golf Juliet Zulu. So that Trader should just about be established in a second. Still cannot see it. Trader's just got a radar control sir, so he's obviously close, but I still cannot see it. Yeah, this is going to be funny if the battery disconnects and goes off just as he's about to land. This would be really bad.
Flight level 90, excess 010.
And that's the Jet 2 just getting everything disconnected. About 20 minutes battery life remaining on this, and I still cannot see the... Oh no, now I can. There we go. You can see the Trader is just over to the just coming to sight there, so we can see it. He's within visual he's within visual range, but again still don't want to check the comments or anything to use any battery life just yet. We've got 12% remaining. 12% battery life remaining now. And we can actually see the Trader, so I'm feeling a little bit more confident now, folks, but
That's getting the 290 degrees clear for parallel 725,
right, that's the Trader just being cleared for the ILS approach, so he's clear for the approach. We've got 12% remaining, so yeah, it should be we should be okay in theory. I always like to think of these live streams as a bit of an endurance race, that you've got to try and make everything you have last as long as possible. So far it's working, and I can see the Fokker 100 just over there turn on the approach, so we should be getting a good view of that in just a moment. And let's hope that he rolls all the way at the end of the runway. We've got TUI 737-800 that's just pushed back as well. The tail you can see over on by the terminal, and obviously this Jet 2 that we're just waiting to taxi out. It's a trade I just called up. It's a trade, and that is the Trade Air Fokker 100 cleared to land, folks. So now is the moment we've all been waiting for. We've just got enough battery life. Everything is looking just about there. So now we just need to get it in. So let's give this a bash. Focus, manual focus, and we'll pan over to the approach. And the thing we've all been waiting to see, there it is. There's the Fokker 100 there, folks. There it is. And again, I'm sorry I haven't responded to any of your comments, but prioritising the battery life has been the main thing. Right, that's the Fokker just coming in there. There it is. Amazingly, we've just got enough battery life for all of this as well. Looks like we're going to get a wish of a roll into the end of the runway for it. Brilliant. That's the instruction from TUI just to roll at the end as well. Brilliant. There we go, folks, there it is, the Trade Air Fokker 100, we actually got it. Ah, that's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Well folks, our battery's just about to die and I'm going to have to head off, so yeah, it's brilliant. Going to keep the live stream running for a couple more seconds, folks, and then we're going to have to go off for today, but it's been fantastic having everyone on board. Thank you all so much for joining. But, the Fokker just taxiing over to stand to be parked out nose out. Hey, brilliant. That Jet 2 couldn't have been timed better. Right folks, that is the end of the live stream, I'm afraid. So yeah, that was great to catch that. There's the Fokker just taxiing in there. And everyone, I've just seen your comments in the live chat, so thank you again to everyone for watching and tuning in the live stream day again. Big thanks.